Blackrick. Today we're in Charlevoix at the Charlevoix Circle of Arts Center. I'm speaking with Gail D. Meyer, Executive Director of the Charlevoix Circle of Arts. Gail, this is the first time the Circle of Arts has had a full-time Executive Director. What needs are now being met?
Well, they took a commitment, the Board of Directors for the Circle of Arts, in hiring me, and it's been a great relationship. And right now we're able to structure a calendar year-round and put into that calendar different organizations, whether they're fine arts or music or writers, and work with a local theater group and work with the community at large to bring in multi-leveled programming for the Circle of Arts.
Terrific. So it was something that, as the Circle of Arts has grown, was really needed. What new programming have you been a part of since starting here?
I've been here a whole 3-4 months, and we've started sectioning programming that will work throughout the calendar year so that we're not just a summer-driven operation, but we have a Monday morning coffee series. It's a lecture series that meets on the second Mondays of each month. We're kicking off a new series called Friday Night Live, where the first Friday of each month there'll be some sort of live presentation, be it an oral presentation, a band, a demonstration, something that involves the youth of the area. We have art in the afternoons on Thursdays, where artists of all different media can just gather at the circle in the lower level and do painting. And we are just keeping our eyes open for many different things that we can add to our programming.
Terrific. And as Executive Director, what other big projects have you been taking on within the community to bring more attention to the arts in Charlevoix?
Right. Charlevoix is a very unique situation. We have Round Lake on one side, Lake Michigan on the other, with the channel connecting the two. And as you drive through Charlevoix on Bridge Street, we'd like to encourage people to take a turn on Clinton Street, because we're honored to have the Circle of Arts on Clinton, and then right up the block is the History Museum, and then right up the block is the Charlevoix Library, and right around the corner there are the Earl Young houses. And from the Circle of Arts during the summer, we're having Earl Young mushroom tours so that you can meet at the Circle and then guide yourself around, whether it's on horse and carriage or walking tours. So we want to create a cultural corridor that links Charlevoix Main Street with all of the offerings, the Circle, the library, the history, and the historical background, and it drops you right off at the lake with the beach area. It's a perfect setup.
Oh, yeah, that sounds terrific. So another project that you're behind as Executive Director is kind of up and coming, but can you tell me a little bit about your idea that you have kind of brainstorming for art mentoring at the Charlevoix Public Schools?
This is one I'm particularly excited about, because I know in the middle school and the high school in the arts there's a drop-off on funding. So I'd like to have, I'm initiating a program where on one Saturday a month an artist will donate their time to work from 9 to noon with local high school groups of artists that may not get the education or breadth of programming otherwise. So be it a musician that comes in and teaches a master class, or a writer, or a painter, or a sculptor, or someone that's just a creative visual graphic artist or a videographer, just so that there's an offering and the students that are creative-minded can come here once a month and study with a master and then see what opportunities there are outside of high school in the arts.
So throughout the year, there's all kinds of exhibitions going on. What kind of exhibitions, kind of with that high school theme? I know you're really involved with the students and getting them involved in the arts. There's a really neat exhibition that's coming up. Can you tell us about that?
In March, it runs from the first weekend of March through the 31st. There's a show. It'll be our second annual Spotlight on Innovators, where we bring in high school students that are serious in continuing their arts education, and we highlight, I won't say the cream of the crop, but those most interested in exploring the arts on a professional level. So we've asked teachers in this region to bring their students in, maybe help in the installation of the exhibition, and at the opening, that first Friday in March, we're going to have a Friday Night Live that focuses on the students. So the stage downstairs, there'll be students performing small parts of plays or musical presentations or doing a poetry slam, whatever they would like to present to the audience.
Oh, that sounds neat. And being that you're a nonprofit organization, I know that volunteers are a huge asset. Can you tell us how people can become involved in the Circle of Arts?
Right. We couldn't do what we do without volunteer programming. We're a very small organization. We are growing, but we're small, and we rely on our volunteers, and we like to make it a great relationship where they're in and they're involved and working in the community and giving back. And we hope to give to the volunteers as much as we ask in return. So you can go onto our website at the circleofarts.org, or you can call at 231-547-3554 and sign up at the desk, or come in at 109 Clinton Street and we'll get you all signed up.
Terrific. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you. Thank you.
In Charlevoix at the Circle of Arts Center, I'm Abigail Blackrick with My News 26.